Traders, how you doing? And welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk about how to create a strategy. And essentially what a strategy is a sequence of rules that allow a trader to enter or exit a position. So let's take a pilot, for example. Before the plane moves anywhere, he or she will have to go through their pre-flight checklist, making sure everything's working in the plane fine and they're not going to crash on the way, right? That's essentially the same as what traders do. We have a checklist in order to enter or exit trades, and that checklist is our strategy. And the reason why having a strategy is so important is because trading is mostly psychology. Trading is 70% psychology and 30% strategy. And the reason why we need that strategy is to handle and be able to cope with that emotional side of trading, because it makes things robotic. We want to do the same things day in, day out, and be almost robotic in our actions. Now, there are thousands and thousands of strategies in the market, but most traders' strategy that they will employ will initiate from one of three things. The first is they'll either buy it off the shelf. So you get strategies that you can buy as a course or whatever, stuff like that. I feel some of them on social media don't have the best intentions. They are marketed as like a holy grail that they work 99% of the time. They make you guaranteed profit of X amount per day on a $100 investment. I believe you should always be very wary of those kind of things online, but you can buy legitimate profitable strategies off the shelf, as they say. Secondly, you can modify an existing strategy. So this is kind of interlinked with the first one. So you get the premise of a strategy, be it a breakout retest, a pullback, etc. And you kind of develop that yourself into what you want to see. Now, this is what I personally done. I took the breakout and the breakout retest and I kind of modified it into what I like, because every trader is different. Every trader sees the market in a different way. And finally, you can develop your own. Now, I don't know many traders who have done this. I think most strategies are based on a premise of a proven strategy. However, if you have noticed something yourself in the market, maybe on a particular currency pair, maybe on a commodity, maybe a certain price action that you haven't seen, that you've noticed before, that works, then that could be considered your own developed strategy. However, I do think that's very, very rare. I do think the best avenue is to go down number 2 here, which is modify an existing strategy. So as I said, take the premise of a proven profitable strategy and kind of make it your own. So let's dive a little bit deeper here and go into the very start of implementing your strategy to the end of taking out consistent profitable returns from your personal strategy out the market, hopefully most months. The first thing we're going to do is learn the basics of trading. So if you're a new trader, make sure you understand trading theory, technical theory, and fundamental theory before you can even think about getting started with a strategy. So that's point number 1. Point number 2 is do your SWOT analysis on yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are your opportunities? And what are your threats? So things like this can be, maybe you're a patient person. Maybe you're an impatient person. Maybe you have equipment already. Maybe you have a good internet connection. Maybe you have a 9-to-5 job. Maybe you have a job working from home now, so you've got a bit more time to learn. Maybe you can only trade the markets from certain time to a certain time. Maybe you're good at multi-time frame analysis. So again, doing that SWOT analysis on your personality will help you in selecting the best strategy for yourself. So that's a process I certainly recommend doing, and just write it down so you can see it very clearly on a piece of paper, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, what your opportunities are, and what your threats in terms of a trading perspective. Now, doing this SWOT analysis will help you pick the time frames that you're probably best suited to, or what type of trader you're best suited to. So possibly if you're an impatient person, you like to be in and out the markets very quickly, you like the idea of trading on the smaller time frames, maybe scalping is the best place for you to start. If you're a bit different, maybe you have a 9-to-5 job, you don't have enough time to trade or look at the markets every day, maybe swing trading's better, where you're holding positions for a couple of days to maybe a week or two. Maybe you're like somewhere in the middle where you're an intraday trader trading off the 15, 30 minute or 1 hour charts, holding positions for maybe 1 or 2 days. So all that information will help you kind of define what type of trader you want to be. Number 4, what kind of strategy resonates with you? Is it the breakout? Is it a counter trend strategy? Is it a Fibonacci retracement? Is it a breakout retest? Is it naked Forex, etc.? For me, initially, I knew that I liked the breakout retest and the breakout, because that concept just resonated with me personally. So again, you might be different. Every trader is different. So finding out what type of strategy resonates with you, again, gets you closer to that creation of your strategy. So point 5, backtesting. Now I feel this is the most important part of a trader's career, and a lot of traders don't do this. So how do you know a strategy works if you don't test it? So there's certain softwares that you can use. Forex Tester, for example, is a great software you can use to backtest your strategy on real data. There's a link to that below. But backtesting that strategy that you have selected, whether it be the breakout retest, etc., to find out whether it actually works and what your statistics for that strategy are. You know, hope and prayer is not a trading strategy. Data and statistics is. So how do you know how many trades out of 100 are you going to win? What's your expected payoff ratio? What's your average drawdown going to be? You find all that results via backtesting. And also while backtesting, this is where you have the freedom to modify your strategy to things you like. So maybe you like adding in a 20 period moving average. Maybe you like a 50 period moving average. Maybe you like to see a 38.2% pullback. Maybe you like to see a 50% pullback. Maybe there's certain context you like to see before a break. Maybe there's certain context you like to see before a pullback. Maybe there's certain candles you like for a pullback. So as you can see, there's loads and loads of different facets to a trading strategy. But the only way that you can figure out what works and what doesn't work is through testing, modifying, testing, modify until you perfect that strategy to exactly how you like it. Number 6 is trade management. And I think a lot of traders forget about this. The emotional aspect doesn't come prior to taking a trade. The emotions come after that buy or sell button is pressed. So having a trade management plan after you press buy or sell is so key. Maybe you like to take profits at the next support and resistance zone. Maybe you like to use a parabolic SAR to take your profits. Maybe you like to use risk reward. Maybe you like to split your trade into 3 separate trades, taking profits at different levels and allowing that trend to run. Where do you put your stop loss? Do you put your stop loss underneath a candle? Do you put your stop loss underneath resistance or support, etc.? So using that backtesting to figure out what your trade management plan is. So not only do we have an entry checklist, but we need that trade management plan as well. Number 7, forward test. So test this strategy in real markets and current data. And not only that, number 8, track results. So you can use different softwares. I personally use Trading Journal spreadsheet. Again, the links for that in the description below. It's a great spreadsheet to be able to track your results in current time. And number 9, continue to improve. Every trader wants to continue to improve every single month. There obviously is an extent to this because no strategy is ever going to work 100% of the time. So making sure that's ingrained into your head that the realities of trading is you're not going to win every single trade. But continue trying to improve, maybe improving your payoff ratio or your win rate over time by noticing things. Again, possibly experience helps with this, but you just continue to improve as you go along because that's very important. We always want to get better every single month. So being a trader is an evolving process. You're always trying to get better. But it's very important that you go through these 9 steps. And if you do, you'll probably be better than 99% of new traders if you go through them properly and do the work that is required at each stage. So finally, the conclusion to this video of how to create a strategy is essentially finding out what works best for you. Every trader is different. Every trader sees the market in a different way. And finding out the strategy that you employ that works best for you is so key in doing that. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you got some value there. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, it would mean a lot if you hit that sub button. If you're looking to take your trading to the next level, one member of RTFX wins a $50,000 FTMO trading account challenge every single month. So one member every single month will win the chance to get a $50,000 trading account challenge on us. If you are interested, the links are down below. We do offer a 7-day, no credit card free trial, so there's literally no risk. So come and have a look around, join our community, and hopefully see you in there. Cheers guys, trade safe, peace.